with another episode of the Crusader Kings little series I got going on here. The last episode, which was yesterday, um, quite a bit happened. We had a civil war breakout, and I'm not going to spoil anything, so if you want to go watch that, go ahead and do that. Not let us hop right into it. Okay. So again, this is what the world is looking like. 1299. Britannia, or my empire's taking over quite a bit of the Western world. Um, it's kind of like a wall of sorts. A lot of the Iberian Peninsula um, is still needs to be um, Britannicized, if you will. Um, but other than that, I mean, obviously, there's like a lot of different African kingdoms and tribes and all that. But um, we are moving east ever so slightly, and we've conquered quite a bit of territory, as we can see here, as my game drops in frames. Um, yeah, just we are absolutely growing. We have a massive military, over 100,000 men at our disposal. Um, it is going to be a hopefully good day uh, for the stream. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. We're at 2,000 gold even. Vassal issues are not something I really care too much about. I do have my armies raised, which is not something I want to do. I have my armies raised. I think this was from when I was conquering. Where are we? Yeah, this was for whenever we were taking over Jerusalem. So I'm gonna go ahead and stand them down. I know that my allies, I think, are at war. Not really my problem. So we're just gonna go ahead and stand them down, and we do need to hire a court physician because mine did die, or was we had to let him go, but he's still here, so we can just appoint him again, which is pretty funny. Um, Warwick can be upgraded. Northampton is maxed out, and we can't upgrade that. All right, and then we're in a pretty good position here. Stolen artifact. I mean, I don't think I was really using it anyways, so. Knight has arrived. 25 prowess, that's pretty good. Go ahead and recruit him to court. Artifact Claymore. I don't know if it's actually worth it, for anything like that. We could we could just, conquer some more land. Um and maybe in the process take that back. maybe we'll do that today. A good friend. Lower some stress. Good. Take a look at our son. He's 30 years old. His wife is 25. She looks very thin. She's in Roma for some reason. Go ahead and invite her to court. Maybe that's why they haven't been able to conceive a child. I'm assuming, yeah, he's in Warwickshire. I don't know what she was doing unlanded for in Roma. Yeah, Rome. That's what I thought, but so yeah, hopefully now we can go ahead and get an heir for my heir. Otherwise we're gonna have to do something about that marriage. Are all of these men-at-arms regiments at max strength? No, they're not. So we're gonna go ahead and get an even bigger army. We're not gonna be able to afford all of it, but we're making a lot of money, so eventually there will be no issue. We can ask the Pope for gold. What is his? He only has his 9 opinion of us. I think I'll hold off for now. Just because I know that that makes him lose opinion, and I don't want to be in any bad spot with the Pope. That's not fun. My prisoner, Duke Hugh, has escaped. This was a guy that revolted against me in the last episode, but there's not too much I can do about that now. I'm probably going to see quite a bit of that this episode of people escaping prison. I should have either executed them or taken their titles, but honestly, that is a lot of work, and I just didn't really feel like doing it. So, I think in this episode, we're definitely going to go after this part of Africa with that claim that I was talking about. Now we have too many domains now, which is interesting. Oh, we must have just... This is the one that I just built. So we'll go ahead and give this to... Maybe I'll grant it to my other son, since I'm going to be doing primogeniture, which will make all of my titles go to my primary son, which is my first son. So maybe I'll give my second son this title, considering he won't be getting anything else. So only recent, the barony of Tonbridge. There you go, my son. Use the land well, boy. Yeah, these guys I can let go because they're they weren't vassals. These are just other prisoners, so I don't have any problem letting them go. Yeah, like my vassal, I don't want to let go yet. She is Adamite. What's her title? Worcestershire. Is Worcestershire an Adamite religion? If we go to the religious view, They are Adamite. So if I have her convert into Catholicism, negotiate release, demand conversion, in a weak hook. Probably it. Yeah, that's fine. So maybe that'll help with the um, converting that area to Catholicism. Time, because I think I go to council, convert faith. Yeah, he's working. Where is he working at? He's working on in Ireland. That's right. But now that she is the head of Worcestershire, and she's Catholic, maybe that will help. Uh, convert the area into Catholicism. But the current heir is not. I can't exactly ask him. No worries on that. Let us go to the infrastructure. Northampton, I think we said, is maxed out. Buckingham is maxed out now as well. Oxford is maxed out. Opava, maxed out. Winchester can be worked on. There we go. Rid of some of these. There's not a whole lot to do right now because I'm just upgrading my military and my infrastructure. Right now is just kind of a time of peace for us. Very briefly before we create our own wars. But like I said in the last episode, we had a civil war. So we're just using this time of peace where my factions can't rise up against me to upgrade stuff. So what are my stats? My diplomacy is only 7. There's a 62% chance that he likes it. But if I let my diplomat do that, or my chancellor, I mean. Yeah, that is a lot of Britannic land, eh? Whew. Earl Aelfried has been excommunicated. He's my vassal. So I could imprison him because he is excommunicated, but that's not going to work. So I have a faction raising against me. They wants to destroy the realm. These people are not very happy, are they? And I don't have the funds, so I really need to. This kind of came out of nowhere. I don't have the funds to go on a very expensive war. This guy has 15,000 men, so I need to try to arrange an alliance with this guy like right now. Um, betrothed, spouse, betrothed, unmarried. Do I have a son that I can arrange a marriage with? I do. Okay, so this is gonna create an alliance, and it should that because that is a huge issue taken care of. It's going to make them disband. They're probably going to pop back up, but with 15,000 less men, that is pretty important. I have a perk available. We'll go with courtship just to finish out this tree for gallant. Was that thing that popped up about my wife? Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. King Daud has been excommunicated, but if that doesn't work, then they're all going to rise up against me, so I need to be careful. I think now we will ask the Head of Faith for gold just in case that war does break out. And declare war on the Byzantine Empire. I think it's just for, yeah, some pretty small duchies all told. Not much. It's not worth going to war for right now. I can go to war with the Pope. Let's not do that. Okay, so we will have him disrupt schemes. We want to make sure that he's on our side, so let us... I'm already swaying somebody, so we'll send him a gift. It's dangerous. I don't like when my spy master's not on my side. He is working on integrating title. Okay. I think we're all good here. I think he is... Yeah, he's developing, I think, Oxford. This guy is demanding an artifact. No. Okay, so now I can start to increase some of these. Max size. These are good for sieging. Okay, so now we are at maxed out army, or at least it will when that's all finished growing. Let's check out the factions. Yeah, that brought them down to 80%. So that was a good alliance that we made. This is another big, this is a big group. 15,000 men again, but luckily okay. So we need to think about that whenever we go into war. This is my nephew. I gave him a title in the last episode, and now for some reason he doesn't like me. Send him a gift. He's 20. Okay. Weird. I don't know. So yeah, this is the religious map for the world. So we see obviously a lot of Catholicism with our influence, and then kind of makes sense here with the Byzantine Empire's Orthodox. You know, like that's kind of how that's how Christianity split originally, where there was a Catholic Church and the Pope. In the West side, which is why a lot of, that's why the English in real life were, Catholic, and that's why we or the Pilgrims eventually sailed off to the Americas to practice, religious freedom, is because they were Catholic in England, and that started because of this great schism from Catholicism and Orthodox Christianity, which you still see practiced mainly in Russia, for example. But in this world, we have dominated much of Western Europe, and we are just expanding, and we're taking that Catholic influence and pushing it westward and even southward into. Obviously, in real life, in Spain, they were very Catholic as well. You have the conquistadors who were, very Catholic. But we're also pushing this down south into Africa, as we see here. We have a lot of our Catholic roots just pushing down, and that's not really at all how that works, to my knowledge, anyways. Like you had a lot, like in real life, you had a lot of different tribes and other kingdoms and stuff that didn't really practice things like Catholicism. So in this world, though, we're kind of pushing that downwards and spreading that. It's very interesting how this game works like that, and it's one of my favorite parts. Is like religious and culture and stuff like that. But anyways, um, we have claims on the majority of Burgundy. We just don't have a claim on the actual kingdom. So let's go to the title. For the Kingdom of Burgundy, there are 4 claimants. Mayor. So these 2 are sons, so I can't invite them. And these 2 people have... They're not going to come to court because they have their own... only down 20. What if I send him a gift? Now he's only down 5. Rats. We're closing in on the final, I don't know, 80 something years, I think. I don't know when the game ends, but it's sometime in the 1300s, so less than 100 years remaining in this playthrough. My High Alamoner, who is also, this guy, I think he's my patriarch, has passed away. So we got this guy, and he's pretty terrible at his job. He only has 5 learning, which is never good for us. Real quick, though, because the game is kind of coming to an end, I want to just take a look at the dynasty tree. And I just want to go all the way back up and just see where we came from. The dynasty tree always lags out my game because there's just so many people. Wow. I might not be able to do this comfortably. There's just so many people, and the tree is just humongous. Okay, so yep, this is where we started. Obviously, I didn't start off as a king. I started off as just an earl, but in this life, I was able to become just a lowly earl and work my way all the way up to king, which is pretty impressive. And I mean, created all of this, which is just insane. How many generations is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7, 7 generations. I think, unless I counted that wrong, but it's very cool. Very cool to see that, like, in your face. So we're gonna go ahead and go forward, and we'll speed things up as well. Now they're finally having. This was my son and heir. He finally was able to have a child. I think they weren't having children before because she wasn't at the court with him for some reason. So of course, they have to keep the name going. May you grow strong and wise, my grandson. Wonderful. So now we will go ahead and educate the child myself. That way I can choose his traits. Yeah, my son is a murderer. Killed somebody during a hunt. Is very unfortunate. But I think he's generally decently well liked despite being a murderer. Whenever I take control of him, I can always have him apologize to the Pope. For murdering. And then these are all maxed out. Okay. Marshall has died of old age. Warwick is just bringing in so much money. 10.26 gold. That's insane. My revenue is pretty high. Development is 25. How does that compare to a place like Oxford that we've had trying to be? Yeah, development there is 34. I'm trying to build the University of Oxford, but that needs to be a pretty decently high development level. Like if I go to Found University, Oxford, it has to be at 40, and it just takes so long to increase development. So certainly is a process. That is for sure. My vassal, who absolutely hates me, has come to swear his loyalty. So even though he's at minus 100, I still get some stuff. So where are we at now in terms of primogeniture? 14 years until it's discovered. Can I reform anything yet? Establish a new tradition. Warfare. Hmm. So this is just to like redefine my culture or to add a different another trait to it. Hmm. These take a long time, like 30 years. I might be able to get one or two more in. I want to make sure that I get a good one. Friendship is good. I might do this one. Um, just because the more friends you can have, the less you have to worry about people turning on you. No limit to any number of kingdom level holy wars. This is actually really important. I might do this because that allows me to conquer a whole bunch of. That allows me to conquer a whole bunch of territory in one life. I think I might do that one. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. No limit to the number of kingdom level holy wars that can be declared by any one ruler, because normally you can only declare one kingdom level war um, for holy wars per character, and that it takes a long time, obviously, for your characters to die most times. So that will drop our level of diplomacy per level of devotion goes down, but I mean, that's not that big of a deal. Martial goes up. Monthly piety goes down by 20%. Different faith opinion. I think I have to. Yeah, I think this one just makes the most sense. So, ooh, I can't do it until 1306. Okay, so I want to remember to do this one in about 5 years' time. Um, so this one is going to complete here within the next couple of years, and that will just make our vassals like us more. All right. Kingdom of Aragon. This guy likes me, and he still wants to dismantle my thing. That's pretty crazy. Great. My prince bishop is engaging in extramarital affairs, or I guess for him, just doing anything because he's a priest. Okay, so I think now, because the factions aren't too strong, I will declare war on this guy for this kingdom. And this gives me this land because the other alternative is way down here, and that's just not worth it. So I think we're gonna do this one. Has 15,000 men. Tamaya 113,000. Yeah, I'm not too worried. So we're gonna slow down time a little bit. We will move our spawn point to right here. We will raise, I think, honestly, I just need my men at arms. I don't need I don't need to raise all 113,000 men. I'll also raise a holy order. Doesn't cost anything to raise these because I have them. So go ahead and raise them as well. Okay. See where he is. He is way down here. Yeah, that's where their capital is, unfortunately. Maybe I'll just lay siege all around here, though. Call upon allies, just so I can try to get this done. Call them all. Just because it's going to take forever to lay siege and go through this, you know, the warmer climate. Because my soldiers are used to England. Fortunately, it's going to cost me some renown. Or, is that renown? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, slow down time. Now that everybody is gathered, we will combine them all as one army. And we will push onward. I hope this is something I can lay siege to. There's not too much out here, so even though I gain this, I'll be gaining quite a bit of land, but it's not going to be much in terms of, like, things of value, if that makes sense. Since we're not in battle, I will speed it up. My rival has died. Apparently I had a rival. I'm being offered into a cult. Yeah, we can just lay siege to a lot of this stuff in here. This stuff isn't high in development, so I just steamroll through a lot of these places wherever I go and lay siege to. It's quite a trek to get down to the capital. Oh, they're coming to meet me here. Yeah, and this is gonna be like a straight land because this is impassable terrain. This is like desert and stuff. So we're taking them head on. They're not really gonna be able to go anywhere. My allies lost a war. That's fine. I didn't really care too much about it, anyways. Yeah. See, now there's like, oh crap. Let's get out of here. It's not good. The guy that I'm trying to sway has fabricated a claim on one of the kingdoms I own. My vassal's been injured. Oh well. He's just a baron. Yeah, they're much faster in this climate than I am. So I'm probably not going to be able to catch up to them. So I'm going to have to win through like sieges. If I had to guess. Um, I'll just lay siege on my way, and I'll just go siege the capital if I have to. They're just going to keep running from me. They got out of there in a hurry. They do not have very many men. I don't know why it keeps going to the religious view. Um, this still isn't like I still have more overall men here, but I do need to be careful because this is they will be defending and I'll be attacking. But I don't think any of my allies are nearby, so but I think we should probably win. Um, we don't want to do anything to anger the Pope, so I'm not gonna get extramarital affairs. Okay, so we were able to catch him. Yeah, and because these guys are gonna be joining late, it's that just won us the war. I don't know what they were thinking there. So now we just go and lay siege to. No, it's gonna cause me casualties. I really don't mind. I'd rather siege the capital. You can get them. You can get more out of sieging the capital. So. And with that, we win this war and we gobble up even more territory. We'll enforce demands. And look at that. Woo! Goal. Fascinating. And I now have 20 out of 10 holdings. I think I'll grant these to some of my sons. Since I have so many. I can usurp. I think this is supposed to be like a duchy. Usurp that. Titles can be created. Another empire under our belt. Wow, look at us. We hold 3 empires under our belt. We have Britannia, the Holy Roman Empire. We actually have more. We have Britannia, the Holy Roman Empire, Francia, and now Maghreb. I don't know how to properly pronounce that. But I am now I have insane amounts of titles. The Empire of Britannia, the Empire of Holy Roman Empire, Empire of Francia, Empire of Maghreb. Crazy. 4-time emperor. I mean, like that's pretty insane, isn't it? I don't know. I think that's pretty freaking cool. So yeah, this is all. I need to conquer the Iberian Peninsula here, and just make all of Spain united under Britannic rule. This is pretty fun. I wish it didn't have to end, but I did. When I started this, I wanted it to just be like a regular game. So I'll go ahead and create these duchy titles just because I'm going to be giving them away right now, anyways. Okay. So now if I go to. I think he only has the one title, yeah. So we'll grant him that whole duchy. I'm gonna try to do this based on like, because I don't want to give too many titles to any one of my sons because they can get really powerful very quickly. So I'll just go based on duchies and hand them out that way. And I just have one more. Oh, it's Tonbridge again. Just grant that to this guy because he has the highest stewardship. Cool. So that solves a lot of that issue. I don't know why it keeps going to the religious view of the map. Gain a massive health boost because my wife loves me or something. So yeah, now I have plenty of my sons on these thrones, which is very cool indeed. Very cool. This is just my vassal, but yeah. Look at all of this Britannic land. I think Spain, or present day Spain, the whole Iberia Peninsula, we will put under our boot. We already have a foothold here in Galicia. But if we can move on to Castile. It's gonna be kind of difficult though because I'm not gonna have a lot of reason to. I might have to just start fabricating claims and stuff, but that's gonna take forever. So yeah, that did bring a lot of Catholicism down as well. Obviously, it's not going to come right away. Like this is all land that needs to be converted. So I'll have my priest when he's done working on Ireland over here. Oh, I guess he is done. Convert faith and county. That's gonna take 13 years to convert that. What about? Yeah, this is all gonna take a long time. I guess since this is in mainland we'll start converting there, and then we'll move down to the African continent. Negotiate alliances. Prisoners. If I can execute them and gain some dread, I will. Gain anything from that, so. Yeah, I can declare wars. Yeah, these are just going to be duchies, but now that I have a big foot in the door in like Africa and stuff, I can just, I can just keep pushing forward. So I have a whole bunch of wars here that I can fight for. Queen of Aragon. So let's take a look at Castile and any claimants. This is Queen Berenguela, King Lucidio. So yeah, I'm assuming I can't really invite them to court. They're all of the same family. Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. What about Aragon here? Since this is the biggest territory. Claimants. So that's her son. Her bodyguard. No luck there either. So what I wanted to do was, if somebody has a claim on, territory, you can invite them to your court, and then you can press their claim and go to war with them. And if you win, then you put them on the throne of whatever you're taking over, and then they become a part of your realm. What about Sweden? Sweden is pretty big over here. He's not just gonna outright become my vassal. Who has claims on the Kingdom of Sweden? Quite a few people. I don't think he's like a son or anything of them. It's a pressed claim. I can invite her to court. I can disband my army. Now that she has arrived at court, she does have a claim on the Kingdom of Sweden, so I can declare war. That doesn't work. I wonder if it's because she's a woman. So let's go to... That just makes my vassals like me. So let's go to one of these, and one of these that is a man. Preferably with a press claim, but it doesn't look like I have that. He doesn't want to come to court. What about this guy? Invite him to court. I don't know if this will work because it's an unpressed claim. I don't know the exact rules of the stuff. So let us make sure he does have an unpressed claim on the Kingdom of Sweden. Let's go ahead and upgrade this perk first. Loyalty and respect. Declare war. Oh, there we go. So yeah, now this is gonna work. Do we want to do that right now? He has 0 allies. I think this is the time to strike. He's low on funds. Let us gobble up some Swedish territory, why don't we, huh? Why not? Why the heck not? So we will move our rally point. Where is their capital cities? Here. So we will go ahead and move the rally point to here. I don't think I need to raise everybody. I wish I could raise more than just like the minimum. We'll just raise our men-at-arms. It'll be fine. So we'll speed it up until they get gathered. And probably until we get into combat, actually. My daughter has come of age. She is actually skilled in warfare, which is pretty cool. And this means that my other son, Andrew, comes of age as well, because they were twins. He is also skilled in warfare. His sister is actually better at warfare than he is, so good for her. Okay, so now that they are all here... as we just cross over... combine them, and then this is fine. Then we just start sieging territory. There's their army. And it looks like our armies are similar, right? Because similar numbers, 11,000, 12,000. But if you see these two things here, this means that his army is only like okay, because how this game works in terms of how armies are is you have men at arms, which you saw I was upgrading kind of at the beginning of the stream. And those are like your specialist soldiers. The more of those you have, the better your army is. Whereas this number up here is like total overall. So like the regular foot soldiers um, are called levies, and if you have like I have 100,000 soldiers, and the vast majority of the people that you see, like when you look at total number, is levies. But if you see like this is the highest your army can go. So my army is perfect because while I only have 12,854 men here, they are all experienced specialized soldiers, and because of that, I am very very strong. So I could take on like if I could probably easily take on like a group of 20,000 men if they were just an okay army because of how good my army is. Numbers doesn't always mean anything. However, if I had like 100,000 men and I went after a very good army and my army was only bad, I would lose a lot of men, but I'd probably come out with the victory just because my number or just because I have such overwhelming numbers. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep sieging here and just go right to the capital, and then I'll go look for his army. Okay, so now where he is all the way over here, kind of in like way. I guess I'll just continue to siege as I go, because he's gonna have to do something to break this. He's either gonna have to come to me because he can't win through sieges. I siege way faster than him. Like my army is still very well supplied, whereas his is on the verge of starving. That's what that little thing down means. It means that they're not doing very good. They're tired and stuff like that. Whereas mine is still in great condition. Duke Thomas has been excommunicated by the Pope. Interesting. All right, let's go fight him. Yeah, his army is practically starving. This is going to win the war right here, I think. So yeah, we only have 2,000 more men, but like look, ours is superior, theirs is decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and slow this down to 2, and we can just watch this play out. So even though our rolls are bad, as because we're defending, but we absolutely crush them. Yeah, and that alone wins us the war. But I want to see the details of this here in a second. So yeah, so we lost 204 men. They lost 10,300. They went in with 10,307 people. 7 people survived. We completely demolished them. Um, so if we go to details and look at the knights, like my knights did fantastic. 26 kills, 23 kills. We took one of them prisoner. Their levies were absolutely destroyed. Um, we just had a great job, and there was none left to even like kill in the pursuit. So very very good job there, and we took the enemy commander hostage. Who is the who? well, is about to not be the king of France anymore. He's in the capital. So yep, we are going to go ahead and enforce demands. So be it. Disband the army. And if we zoom out once more, we have gobbled up even more territory. I mean, my goodness, who can stand in our way? We are like the Western version of like Genghis Khan. Like we're just completely expanding. Nobody can stand in our way. We're gobbling up kingdoms like it's nothing. Um, so if we go to the Kingdom of Sweden, this is who we just put on the throne. He has no real heir. So what if we arrange marriage and get our daughter and the king? We can't make it matrilineal even if we use a hook, which is fine. But that will give some of our blood into Swedish, in the line of succession in Sweden. So that'll be pretty cool. Okay. Wow, Denmark, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, I just declare war and might as well have just take over Denmark just because I'm in the warring mood. Um, so now move the rally point to here. Does he have any allies I need to? Well, I guess the capital's here, so we'll move that actually, right? We'll raise just the men at arms. Yeah, he has pretty much nothing. And yeah, he's just sitting there waiting because he knows. That's the king right there. That gave us 50% sieging the capital. It's going to give us the other 50. Denmark is a shadow of what it used to be. Denmark, when you start the game, has quite a bit of territory, but no longer. And that's to do with a lot of things, mainly us expanding and Westslavia here expanding as well. That actually didn't give us the win outright. That's actually pretty funny. It delays it, but it's not gonna change the outcome. Just the date. I can change his contract to give us more taxes for putting him on the throne in the first place. Lots of people are getting excommunicated. This is my steward, vassal, and knight. What was he excommunicated for? Hmm. What is his secret? Oh, that he's a cannibal. Right, I forgot about that. Um, can I change his contract? He's already paying me an absurd, or no, with extortionate that bumps up to 18.1. So this is what my taxes looks like, 124.1. Oh, he's already that's already been changed. Okay. So I don't know what else I can really do with this. Yeah, whatever. I have plenty of prisoners. It's to be expected that some of them are going to escape. Escape. This is probably going to give us the win. Wow. The what do you call somebody from Denmark? Denmarkonians? I don't know. Regardless, they are just hanging on. Good for them, I guess. They mustered up a little army here. Oh man, it's kind of adorable. For that, I will refrain from absolutely crushing them, and I'll just siege. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and enforce demand. So be it. Disband the armies. And yeah. I mean, look at us. West Slavia. He's a neighboring ruler. Is there anybody that has a claim for his kingdom? Oh, that's an empire. My bad. How could I be mistaken? Let's go ahead and just look at claimants. There's not very many. Yeah, that's his son. And then I don't know how she fits in. But yeah, no claimants there, so unfortunately, if I wanted to do this, I'd have to like go claim by claim. And that just doesn't sound very worth it to me right now. What about the Byzantine Empire? Blair War. Nobody has a claim on the empire, unfortunately. I don't think anyway. So if we go to here, claimants, there are plenty. Pressed claim, Ducas Constantinople. Who is also doesn't want to come to. A lot of this is just going to be like religious issues. They are Orthodox and I am Catholic. This guy is only -5 though. I might be able to, if I send him a gift. That should do it, and it does. Are we about to be able to wage war? Is he imprisoned? Oh, he's a criminal. He's a deviant, flagellant, drunk. What if we... So if we can grant him a pardon. So he is zealous. It's gonna be very difficult. Am I swaying somebody? Not. I mean, I'll get a. I would like to have him be Catholic. And let me just make sure I can even. Yeah, I can press this claim, and this would be massive. If I can get Catholicism and the Byzantines under one flag again, man, that would be pretty crazy. Um, I'd like to make him Catholic before I put him on the throne. I just don't know if I'll be able to do it. Oh, that guy died. This guy legitimately hates me. Because I stole his empire. Well, his father's empire. Um, how are any factions doing against me? There are a few. This independence faction is a little spooky. I need to be careful of that. Because if I start a big war like that with the Byzantine Empire, that is going to take all of my attention. And then the last thing I need is more civil wars rising up. I do need to be careful of that. Alright, let's host a feast. I just want to try to get people to like me before I do anything crazy. Because that would indeed be crazy, taking on the Byzantine Empire like that. It'd be so cool to be able to mend the Great Schism. Call a hunt. He's a good diplomat. I wonder if I could make him. But no, I can't. Is this guy good at anything else? He's a decent marshal, I guess. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I think I have to just fire this guy, unfortunately. Like, he's good at his job, but... I thought I saw it a minute ago. There we go. Fire. I don't know if I go here. I think his was like 15 or something like that. Him there. That makes him like me a little bit more. Um... Kingdom of Finland I can create. I don't really care too much about these duchies because they're mostly like Swedish and stuff, and I'm not handing those out right now, so I'm not gonna create them just to hand them out. So I think right now, um, we chill for a minute. Check on these factions. My son is this is the same exact way he killed another person. Might as well just try to cover it up because he's already a known murderer. The body remains hidden, so at least he's only a one-time murderer. I guess What's the Pope's opinion of me? 18. I don't want to make it any worse. The Kingdom of Jerusalem. I think this is under Catholic rule, is it not? Yeah, he's the king and he is Catholic. So I don't know why if I go to decisions and I go to mend the Great Schism, Jerusalem is under Catholic control. I don't know why it's not popping up. Hmm. I don't know. My guy is 58 years old, but his health, I think, is good, right? Poor. Apparently, it's poor. You are ailing. So if I am going to do this, it's probably best to do it sooner rather than later. So let's slow down time. Really think about this, because this is going to be pretty insane. So if we take into account, he has 17,000 men on his own. The king that he's allied to only has 4,000. So we definitely have way more manpower. Since this war is going to be so important, we're going to declare war, and we are going to raise everybody. This war is too important to worry about like cost, and we're going to start here because the capital is right here. So we will hire a holy order because I guess this isn't considered a hostile faith, interestingly enough. So we will raise all. We'll have them all start moving toward each other. This might lag my game a little bit because it's so many people. We can call on our ally. He has 8,000 men, but he's in debt, so if he doesn't come, I wouldn't blame him. I don't think I need to call on my dynasty members. If I need to later on, I will, but this is insane. The amount of men that I have here at my command. Alright, so now they're all under one commander. I'm the commander. And then we will meet this army over here. Okay, so let's slow it down a second here. Ooh, wow, that gave us 50% right off the rip. Wow, that is insane. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take a second to look at the battle. They lost pretty much everybody with this fight. We lost less than 1,000 men when we brought over 100,000. Yeah, that's right. It wasn't a battle at Jalat. It was a slaughter. My knights, we killed one, imprisoned several of theirs. Meanwhile, the majority of ours are perfectly fine. So if we go to dismiss with that, we can head on over to the capital. If it's this easy of a win, it's going to be a little anticlimactic, but I mean, I'm not going to complain. Does he have anybody else? He has. Yeah, this war is over. He himself lost pretty much everybody in that fight, so taking the capital here is probably going to just give us the victory. Go ahead and speed it up. It's going to cost 1,000 gold to cross this because I have to move so many men. And 79%. We could probably just siege the rest of the stuff on the island here. %, because we have that the gallant. I think it's gallant. That allows us to make them sue for peace earlier. But look at all of this. Boom. Byzantine Empire. Is that not how that works? Is it because he's of the same? That if that that really kind of sucks. Okay, what if we? What if I have my son's son? Yeah, he's kind of ugly. Marry. Go to prestige game. Should be at the top, I would think. So this is the primary heir for some reason. Arrange marriage between these two. He will not accept, but if we use a hook. So yeah, if they get married and they have children, assuming he doesn't have any more children, which is possible that they have kids. If he has more kids, I will have to slaughter them. Then in a couple of generations, will inherit Byzantine Empire as well as the regular empire. This would be kind of insane. So we will ask our head of faith for gold, just because we lost quite a bit there. I mean, we still have plenty, but yeah, I think the whole reason that let's go ahead and disband the army. The whole reason that we can't that he didn't become our vassals because they're of the same, like he's an emperor and I'm an emperor, and because we're the same level, he can't be my vassal. So that is a little unfortunate, but yeah, I guess I can go hold court. Um, Yeah, I can't really do much there because he's already converting faith. How Now that I think about it, I'm just curious as to how, because she has an ugly trait. No, so I don't know how he became ugly. Because their daughter looks pretty normal, but yeah, this guy is yikes. I am his guardian, right? Yeah, I haven't gotten um any events regarding that, which is a little odd. So now the only thing we can really do is just wait for time to pass and for um, generations to pass on. How are we doing? I think I can. Can I do this? Add a new tradition yet? What was it? By the sword. I can. So now that's gonna take 30 years to get done, but um, at least we started it. So primogeniture should be done in about 7 years. Hopefully he lives that long. If not, we're gonna have a major problem in terms of succession. Because I have many sons. Speaking of which, if I did have primogeniture unlocked, if I go to realm succession, I can designate my heir, but I don't know what exactly that means. I guess I'll just designate him. So if I were to go to all children inherit, so these two guys oppose. I need to work on gift. I'll work on swaying him. Maybe I'll give this guy an artifact too, just some crappy one that I'm not gonna. What? That drives it even more. Oh boy. Is accused of having extramarital affair. Really my problem. Gallant. That gives us martial prowess, monthly prestige, attraction, opinion. Oh yes, Tonbridge. I guess since I have control of it now, So as soon as we put somebody on the throne of the Byzantine Empire, already being challenged. So they have 68,000 men. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. If we go to Byzantine Empire. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not the person that we. Go to Byzantine Empire and then title history. When did he die? 1257? That can't be. This guy? Who did we put on the throne? Okay, there's an easier way to do this. My grandson. Who is he betrothed to her? He is so Belissa Theognosia. Ignazia. Is that who has called me to war? Yes. Okay, so I do have to defend this. This is indeed my war to fight. They have 68,000 men. We have about double that. So, if we look at who all is challenging. Oh, it's like an inward civil war. It's gonna get ugly. So we need to go ahead and move our rally point. I think Jerusalem is fine. So if we go to raise all here, and we do need to raise all, and I doubt we can call for a holy order again, can we? Interesting. Okay, this is going to be kind of scary because she's going to be by herself for a few months until I have time to gather my military. Don't really like about the civil wars is that they can just pretty much pop right up, but it takes you a long time to gather. So this is a very very important war because not my current heir but my heir's heir is married to the ruler of the Byzantine Empire, and eventually when my heir's heir gets old enough to marry and they have children, because it is a patrilineal marriage, those children will be born into the house of Webster, and that would mean that my heir's heir would have they would inherit both the Britannic titles as well as the Byzantine Empire title. So this is a very, very important war, and we need to defend it. Okay, so now that's all of our men. If we go to here, we're gonna need supply duration. What is his martial skills? 22. Okay, this should be fine. So everyone's here. Let's go ahead. I think we need to worry about fighting more than sieging. Otherwise, I'd normally just go right over here to Cyprus and conquer. But we need to worry about defending our people. So yeah, if we can kind of get them sectioned off, and again, this is going to be kind of expensive. Yeah, it's 1,200 gold to move my army across. So let's go ahead and speed it up so that way we can get there. They're going too great for them. I guess for now we can lay siege to this duchy and then move towards the capital to defend. because I have a lot of people inbound. Yep, and then just another. I mean, this is to be expected, right? With an empire turning hands like this, it only makes sense that they have civil war and stuff like that. So, is it faster to go that way? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go through land. It's gonna be important for me to maintain my gold. This is gonna get very expensive. I have to be careful for my own factions and stuff rising up over time. We have to try to get this over as soon as we can, because their capital is under siege, and it's only gonna last like 43 days. Hopefully we don't lose a war when that falls, or maybe they'll run when they see me coming. It's gonna be close. 10 days left. 4 days. Wow, they only lost 4% there for getting their capital captured. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, they're trying to run now. They captured the capital, and now they're just trying to get out as soon as they can. But I'm hot on their tails. I think I'm gonna catch somebody here, maybe. Please. I do need to be careful though, because the more and more I go out like this, I'm kind of stretching myself thin. I'm gonna be defending this bridge, so. They put here. Uprisings everywhere. But a lot of these people are, a part of the same wars. So if I defeat some of them, it's going to like double dip. Okay. This is the main one that I have to worry about though, is the claim on the title. $5,000 casualties. I don't like having to do this. Really not good. Now, like if you look at my supply line, it's not doing. We're undersupplied. Like going in a huge circle here. Maybe sieging is just the way to go because they're just constantly running. So I think I will try to do that. And slow things down. It's getting a little glitchy because there's so many people here. Use the baronies. Yeah. This is pretty much just my army. Can I call upon my allies by chance? Probably not, because it's not my war. That's her only. She just needs to stop raising people and just let her armies rest and come back. I just need to be smart about this and just siege. Because preserving my men is going to be very, very important. It's going to take forever. The fort level is just so high, but okay, that's one war we don't have to fight because it was invalidated. I think I need to go. Yeah, manage domain. Need to be careful. Luckily, we had a lot of money saved up, but it goes pretty quickly. Everywhere is just going under siege. There's so much going on. We're losing a ton of men. I think I'm gonna be taking. It's gonna be attrition no matter what I do. Just because we need the raid speed. Yeah, that's just a small uprising that's gonna invalidate itself sooner or later. But I think after I recapture we'll definitely ask for gold. I think after I recapture the capital, I'll probably stand my armies down, let them regroup. Yeah, that's just the uprising thing. But yeah, I've actually lost so many men that even though I have 69,000 men raised, I'm still gaining money from it. So I think after I retake some of this land, I will society. Um, I'll stand my army down, let them regroup and recover, so I can come back with even more. Just because I want to make sure that if I'm doing this. Okay, so that is that war. So this is just the Liberty War now at this point. How many men do they? They only have 3,000. So yeah, I can actually just end this war over here. So those wars were actually going on for so long that the people just ended up dying that had claims and stuff. So I'm sure that this is not the end of it. So this is my heir's heir. Yes, it's the best out of all of those, which wasn't that great. But yes, if I can, or I don't even know what I was starting with that. It was just really important to be able to get to wait all that stuff out and to just siege. To stay here and siege down. But yeah, I'm sure that's not the end of it. With an empire turning hand like that, it's bound to be really messy. So go ahead and lay some more siege. I'm not gonna chase them. What artifact? I mean, I guess I'll face him in a duel. Wait, I don't know what artifact that was for, but oh, I would have given that one up. I wish it told me which one, unless I just straight up missed it. But I'd love to stand my men down now, but I even now I can't, just because look, she's just gonna get demolished in combat right here. I don't think the siege is gonna be enough to do it. I'm gonna have to go fight him. Oh, there's the rest of her army. Yeah, she'll be able to do this. This guy just started laying siege out of nowhere. That's pretty funny. Trying to juke me out, I guess. All right, and now with that, we can stand our armies down. Here in a second, the game is lagging. There we go. Disband the armies. That'll be the end of that war. The Byzantine Empire continues to live on. Or it should anyways, I don't know. I don't know what's taking her so long to end it, but. And after all of that, she still doesn't really like me that much for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I just defended her. I guess I'll send her a gift. She's been excommunicated by, well, whoever excommunicate people in Orthodox Christianity. So he is 10. She is 23. So she'll be 30-ish by the time they can start having children. Right, just 3 years off getting primogeniture. I need you to hold on, old man. I know you can do it. She's unlanded again. I don't know what's going on or like why she keeps. She doesn't have like titles or anything. She's just visiting everywhere. It's very weird. Okay, so now if I go back, because I remember seeing that the person who I was trying to sway has died. So who? These two guys are going to be important. So let's start working on. Send him a gift. I've already sent him one. So I will just work on swaying him. He has less disdain for me. We'll send him a gift. And then we'll send this guy a gift to make sure that he. Yeah, we already sent him one, but I don't think it was that recently. Yeah, so that boosts all that a little bit. Cool, cool, cool. I have many prisoners. I just don't really care about executing them right now. Duchy can be created. Don't really care all that much, to be honest. A lot of the stuff is just maxed out already. Another like independence war. Okay, let's slow things down. She only has, or they only have 13,000. She alone. Oh, I have to. It's not gonna be as bad though. I'll just raise my men at arms, I think, and I will spawn them here, so I don't have to cross any water. I'll just go and just lay siege. Yeah, it's still taking a little bit because we're still just recovering a little bit from that huge war. This kind of sucks. This air is not that great. So he either gets craven, or he doesn't like being challenged, or lazy. I guess we'll give him lazy. Yeah, this guy's not going to be a very good ruler, and he's ugly. Maybe if he has children, we'll just skip that generation entirely. They're all together. Stewart has passed away. He drank himself to death. I think this was the guy that was a cannibal. Um, he's a powerful vassal, and he's not terrible. I'll put him there. Yeah, I'll just force him to get into combat there. And she should be able to win that, so I'll just go back to land siege. Yeah, it's just another guy who put a claim on the Kingdom of Brittany. It seems to be a popular occurrence. I think that was also the son of the guy who got the other, or who made the other claim. I'm not too worried about it. This is taking forever. Yeah, let's just go and meet these guys. I'm tired of this. All these factions are down. That's the thing in this game. As soon as your subjects start to like you, you get old and die, and then they hate what your heir that takes over until they finally start to like him. By that time, he's getting old and dying. All right, I'm gonna be able to get here and break the siege on time, and we beat him up no problem. And we are now religious icons. Overwhelmed by stress. That's to be expected. I haven't gone up in stress after all of this time, so. I don't need to gain any bad trades. I can call a feast. Duke Jordan. He's my vassal and knight. Whatever. after this war, I'll probably call it, just because I'm right at that 2-hour mark. And I like to have like even numbers to record for the goal, which is 30 hours. So that puts us at 100. I go ahead and stand my army down. I'm just waiting on her to end the war. So as soon as she does that, we can go ahead and quit. Cool. He is an accomplished commander. I mean, he doesn't seem that great, but I'll record him to court anyways. Okay, so she really doesn't like me. I'm literally defending her against all of this stuff going on. Try to learn her language. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave off, at least for now. We gobbled up quite a bit of territory, you know, Sweden, some more territory in Africa. What was left of Denmark. We fought the war and defended the Byzantine Empire once we, you know, made some strategic alliances and marriages. So this is what the world's looking like in 1314 AD. Primogeniture looks like it's actually just about to be done. Yeah, I'll just stay on until primogeniture, because I want to make sure that I remember to do this because my guy is going to die soon. We'll give him ambitious, so that way he can at least have one decent trait. Which is funny because he's also lazy and craven, so I don't know how that's gonna mesh. Get a martial perk for that. Marshall has died of natural causes. Rest in peace, dude. Everybody approves. So as soon as primogeniture is finished, and my enemy has died that I didn't even know that I had. Always good when that happens, I guess. Should be done here any second. Boom. Fascination discovered. Primogeniture. Your oldest child inherits all titles. Change the law. Pass the law. Boom. Fantastic. That is exactly what we wanted to do. Now we don't have to worry about our titles being lost upon succession, because that needed to be done in this lifetime, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sons. And if I were to have those all split, that would have been very problematic, especially with all these empires that I have, and kingdoms and whatnot. So that was very, 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 very important that we did. We have plenty of good traits going on here. So very productive day. Let's decide a new fascination before we go. Innovations. Probably Royal Armory. Military building. Or with fortification. Make it harder for people to siege us down. But that's going to do it. It is 1314, September the 27th of 1314. This game is coming to a close. But we have a lot of fun things planned to wrap it up with. I don't know how many more generations we're going to be able to fit in, or if we will even see the combination of the Byzantine Empire and the Britannic Empire. That would be very cool. Hopefully we can see that before the game ends. But I just wanted to thank you for watching. I don't know if I'll be on later or not, but until next time, thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember to drink some water. Goodbye.